from last time, what is important with a reference?
It's important.
It depends on importance, unlike other angles. And what is the definition of a reference? First part. Second. J. No one at you. Can you tell me as to why you don't call it objects? It could be 90, exactly, 180, 270, 360, all those cases. Right angle, straight angle, we have other names. That's standing. That's plenty. I'll do a few, you can try it. Last time, I mentioned that we call it reference angle because it's always with respect to the reference axis, which in this case, x axis 0 or 360, 90, 180, 270. 177 degrees. Which quadrant does it lie in? Second. Awfully close to the axis of width. I'm not going to draw here yesterday. I recommend that you draw the Cartesian plane and put the angles this way and get a better idea. On top, you feel comfortable. Once you feel comfortable, you can just do it here. Second quadrant. How do we find the reference angle? remember from last time? Okay, 180 minus theta, which is a theta we have.
177.
Oh,
177.
oh, we'll get to that. Third quadrant. Well, the angle is 230, but what is? Last one.
360.
-360 minus theta is that one case where a reference angle could also be called a positive angle. Starts with the letter N. Has the word tip in. Negative, right? So if you come this way, it's a negative angle. Sometimes people put a negative sign, but other times put a negative sign in your head. Okay. Second quadrant, what's it reference on? Let's divide. Second quadrant, what is theta?
Oh, second. Sorry. Theta is 177.
Theta is 177, so theta prime.
37. Oh,
Okay, that struggling.
3 degrees.
3 degrees.
Oh, I did it backwards.
It wasn't even here.
I was going from 90 to the angle of 180 to
So theta is 3 degrees. Let's see. I want you to point A, C. The information is right here. Again, let's draw it. Give you a few minutes. Which quadrant does 235 lie in? Somewhere over there. Yes. Since it lies in third quadrant, theta prime is the angle minus 380. So that would be the next one, C. Which quadrant does it lie in? Fourth. I'm drawing it arbitrarily. It has to be big closer to the answers. So since it is in the fourth quadrant, what should theta prime be?
So
How did you get that?
you have to 290 and minus
316 minus 290, 70 degrees. This is the only case where whatever angle that you form, you can relate it to a corresponding angle. Yes, that's
be correct. 35.
angle minus 180 degrees.
Exactly. It's
You can't look at it from 270. If you were in non-standard position, and if you made that to be the x-axis, then you are looking at in reference to that axis. Right? But here, that is our x-axis. In reference to that axis, points down. 420 Do we, yes, fine.
On the test, is it gonna be that way, or is on the homework, it would have been 35?
Why?
On the homework, it always went to the next 90, so it would have taken 270 minus 35.
Did they say non-standard deviation?
No, just to find the reference.
Did they say in reference to the y-axis?
No, it literally just says find the reference angle and then,
That's weird. So if you are in the second quadrant, it is always theta minus 180. So theta in this case is 235. What is 235 minus 180? 35, right? There are other ways, I'll show you here. 420 degrees is an obtuse. Or in the sense, is it non-acute? Okay, but 420 degrees exceeds whatever angle that we have, correct? 0 to 360. So what should we do? Complete one revolution, and then you come up with another angle that has a name. 360. Another angle starts with the letter C. Okay, ends with the letter L. Complementary is just 90 minus theta. Yes. It's your favorite word game, cotangent. Everything cotangent. So if you complete 360 degrees, the next angle that we get is after one rotation. What is the angle? 60. Is that non-acute? That's an easy question. Laura, can M-A-R-A, can you hear the value over there? No, he's moving.
No.
No, it's not non-acute to begin with, it's just 60 degrees. And it is in the first quadrant, so it's just 60. Next case, 480. One full revolution, get to 360. You add a certain amount to get the next angle. What is the coterminal angle corresponding to 360? It is the next step. 71. 720. Did you say 720 or 120?
720 and 0.
Well, if you complete a full revolution, sure, I want to get to 480. So one full revolution would be 360. How far is 480 from 360? 120 is 120 non-acute. Yes. Which quadrant does it lie in? Second. What formula would you use? Look at that. It's 180 minus. Should you use 480 or 120? 120. Why? You completed a revolution, and all we care about once you complete, well, it's like resetting and starting over. So when you do that, you have 120. 180 minus 120. 60 degrees. Is it a cube? Easy question. Yeah. Yes. Okay. 512. I want you to give it a try. Okay, so next case, 512. Definitely, you have to complete a revolution. So first, 512 degrees after a full revolution, what would it be? 152. So Peter, in this case, first, 152. Which quadrant does it lie in? Second. After a revolution, it comes to 152. And second quadrant, eta prime is 180 minus 152, which is 28. Good. Negative angle. To get a negative angle, all we have to do would be the opposite way, G negative 35. So if you go from the axis in clockwise direction, you get negative 35. Again, some people would simply call it 35 and put the negative in their mind. So if you're a negative person, that's what you would do. Good. So much enthusiasm. So 35 degrees from the axis in that direction, but we find the reference angle, we always make it in reference to a standard position going in anti-clockwise direction. So the first step would be to find the positive angle corresponding to that negative angle. So if you have 35 over here, what do we get? The positive angle. 325. If you have 321, what is the quotient?
360 minus 325.
Well, that's the quotient. Which quotient?
Oh,
Fourth quadrant. And how do we find the reference angle in the fourth quadrant?
360 minus 325.
360 minus 325. 35 degrees. This is what I was talking about last time and earlier today. When you have a negative angle, that 35 degrees that you form, yes.
I think they did get anything that would have gone to 270, so that might add, I guess.
Okay. I'm glad my life is meaning okay. For a second there. Everything that you looked at before. So this is a case that I mentioned earlier. If you come from the other direction, in other words, clockwise, and you drop that negative, whatever answer you have is actually the reference angle. So in reference to the axis, you are at 35 degrees, but in terms of convention, throw in a negative because you are going in the clockwise direction. Last one, you give it a try. And then we can move on to the next section. Now, you have a negative angle. So negative 115 in this direction, 115 degrees clockwise direction. Which quadrant are you going to land in? Third. So the third quadrant, we need the corresponding positive angle. What is the positive angle? 245. In reference to the x-axis, we are in third quadrant. How do we find the reference angle in third quadrant? 180 minus theta, or theta minus 180. Theta minus 180, so 245 degrees minus 180, which is 65 degrees relative to the x-axis, that is your reference axis. Where does the line lie? At what angle? 65. Complete here. Good. Does that make sense?